Hello students, we are once again back to our virtual maths class. Today's topic is ratio and proportion. Since the idea of ratio and proportion is very much interrelated, I'll first discuss on ratio. Ratio is just like fraction. Fraction is simply the representation of parts of an object to the whole, whereas ratio is the comparison between two or more than two quantities. Fraction is expressed in the form of numerator and denominator. For example, 1 is numerator and 2 is denominator. Ratio also can be expressed in the form of fraction, but we read as 1 is to 2. 1 being the first term, it is called antecedent, and 2 being second term, it is called consequent. Well students, we are now going to discuss about the difference between ratio and fraction. For example, in the slide there are 3 apples and 2 oranges. So the ratio between apples and oranges is 3:2, and you can see the symbol of column that represents ratio, and so it is read as 3:2. Whereas in a slice of an orange, the slice is divided into 6 equal parts, and one piece of slice remain as 1 in the numerator, and the 6 number of pieces of slice remain in the denominator, and it is read as 1/6. Let's move to proportion. To have a better understanding of proportion, let's take an example. There are 16 boys and 12 girls in class 4. If you find the ratio of 16 boys and 12 girls, 16 in the numerator and 12 in the denominator. Numerator 16 is factorized into 4 2's, and denominator 12 is factorized into 2 into 2 into 3, where you have 2 2's in the numerator and 2 2's in the denominator are cancelled. By calculation, 4 upon 3, which is 4:3. Again, let's take an example. There are 20 boys and 15 girls from class 6. The ratio of 20 boys and 15 girls in the fraction form 20 can be factorized as 2 into 2 into 5, and 15 in the denominator can be factorized as 3 into 5, where common 5 from the numerator and denominator are cancelled, and by calculation ratio here comes 4:3. The above illustration shows that the number of boys and girls from class 4 and 6 are in proportion. You can also see in the slide there are 16 upon 12 equals to 20 upon 15, which is read as 16:12 proportion to 20:15. You can see proportion is represented by double column. Let me repeat. When ratio of numbers or quantities are equal, they are proportionate or they are in proportion. I hope by now you have understood the idea of proportion. Now let me talk about the terms of the proportion. For example, in the slide we have 16, 12, 20, 15 are first, second, third and fourth terms respectively. Over here, the first term and the fourth term are called extremes, and middle terms second and third are called means. Now we'll learn about the law of proportion. As you see on the screen, 16:12 proportion to 20:15. Here, if we multiply the extremes 16 and 15, the product of extremes 16 into 15 is 240. In the same way, if we multiply the means 12 and 20, the product of means 20 multiplied 12 is 240. It is therefore The law of proportion states that the product of extremes is always equals to the product of means. Okay students, we have come to the end of today's class. I hope you enjoyed learning about ratio and proportion. Thank you. Stay safe and be positive. See you all in the next class.